Let's look at this map again. The area I'm highlighting right here is, I think, probably the preferred site um, for the AMC outing. Uh, it has the combination of yurts, which the 3 and 4 are the ones that I think are most appropriate, although 1 and 2 are just not too far away. 3 and 4 yurts, plus right across the road are 2 cabins that I've shown some video. And then in addition, there are about 3 or 4 or 5 reservable campsites. So this may be the best location. And it's kind of the back end of the park campground, so the traffic might be kind of relatively minimal back in here. I also took time, went back up to check out the body site B4, and this has some of the similar features as the first one. It's just, I think, a second option. The buddy site B4 is not quite as expansive as the area around these yurts, but it would work. And you can see that there are 2 cabins on that little road leading up there, plus about 4 or 5, 5 different reservable campsites that are part of this loop in here. The problem is that there are a couple first come first serve campsites in the midst of this, and that might allow people to be inside the perimeter of the AMC group, but not part of the group. So that's to be considered. I went up to take a second look at the B2, B1 buddy sites, and while they are certainly a good option, they're right good ways away from the cabin. So if people are really committed to not staying in a tent or a hammock, this location B1 and B2 may not be the ideal. So anyway, I'll give you some video of each of the 3 options here and the remainder of this.
What I'm calling option number 3. It's associated with the 2 yurts that are in front of me, and then around it are additional options, like there's a campsite up there. These cabins, I'm not 100% sure how you get to that. I think other road over there, and then we have some additional campsites near us. The key is the ones that are yellow, and I'm gonna go away and show you. These are site specific. You can reserve the yellow ones, and whatever you see a yellow site, that means you can say, I want that one. They have some first come first serve sites in here that are marked with white labels. So anyhow, this will give you some idea of the space around here. And for a group setting, this would, we had both of these yurts. You could probably set up some canopies and that sort of thing, and use this as a base camp in the area. So anyhow, I think what you got is a pretty good option right here. So I'll run on up the road and go up towards the other sections we've talked about. And here are the 2 cabins that are across the street from the yurt right there. So this would be, this would be functional too. I'm not sure if these fit in the plan or not, but that's cabin number 3, and I think that's cabin number 4 over there. Here's another option, and right across the street is site number 104, and I'm going to go on up this road here, and I think it's going to lead to buddy site B4. But either side of this road there are site-specific campsites, so it could be used for the group. And then there are 2 cabins right there. I'm going to ride right by them. So again, we're going to go by 106, 107, cabins 5 and 6, and I'm going to go up hopefully at the corner up there. That'll be where the buddy site B4 is. So we'll see how it looks here. And now I've driven up the road towards buddy site B4, and there are the 2 cabins I pointed out a moment ago. And then this would be the area that could be available. That's site 108. Hmm. 109. And I think in front of me must be buddy site B4. Yeah, it is. So this will work here too. Only trouble is you got a couple sites that can't be reserved, like this 110. See, that's a white label. That's first come first serve. So can't reserve that one. Anyway, this space in here too. And the thing to note is these buddy sites are right up against the woods, and a lot of privacy. There's a pretty good drop off on this one back in the woods here, so this is probably not the equivalent of like the B1, B2 site or the B3 site, but there's certainly a lot of space here. But it's surrounded by sites that can't be reserved. I'm walking back to the back of one of the buddy sites, and I remember you can only put tents in these gravel squares. You can't put stuff out here. But this is sort of the lay of the land. It'd be plenty fine to have some hammocks back in there if you wanted to go in there. But I will admit there's a little bit of a walk from here to the nearest cabins. So if cabins are required, this might not be the top choice. Certainly fine for tents and hammocks though in here. Okay. I hope this video makes some sense. My camera's been acting kind of funny, but anyway, just to recap, out this road here is either side of it. There's several campsites that are site specific that can be set up for tents in conjunction with these buddy sites.